Etmemeli.
Evet.
So there's going to be a few things I need to change here. I have the logic in place for all the gathering stuff, but I need to filter it based on what class is selected. Profession. So obviously the botanist isn't going to be able to harvest logs. So that's going to be the main focus today, and then kind of go from there. That's kind of dumb now. I need to separate it out because it's all underneath the botanist harvesting window right now. So it's all getting attached here. But I need to separate it out to the image section respectively. So right here. So if they're playing the botanist, then they need to add it to the botanist container. If category, doesn't matter what they're playing. So I need to pause the combat time. So, yeah. The game basically stopped because it was trying to get the agility of a gathering class for entering combat, but there isn't any combat. I'm removing some duplicate code real quick. I believe I have the logic in place now, so I shouldn't be gaining any experience. Quests should not be appearing. Combat shouldn't happen. And I shouldn't be finding random resources from going around. So really nothing much is going to happen. I'll let it sit for a minute or two just to make sure, but I'm pretty sure it's good. And then I'll try and switch it back to a combat class. Unfortunately, I'm not going to get any experience either because I'm not gathering yet. I can't switch back to a combat because I still have that hidden, unfortunately. Back here. There. Be visible now. I should see the buff quest appear up there. I'll give that a minute. Kind of like you see in the debugger right now. It's got the buffs thing going. Back to combat, I got the wandering, exploring experience there. Oh, I need to disable one. Let's see. Disable prestige and profession. Changes in a stated mode. Combat. Now, I don't think treasure management state because that's just getting loot. Definitely don't want to change it indefinitely. I'm going to confuse the game here in a second. So we're into combat, and the reason we don't want to be able to switch is because now I switched to botanist, and now the game crashed. It's just not set up to handle that kind of logic because they don't have any agility. Botanist agility? No, what is that? Nothing. Crash-a-rooney. Don't even have an attack, so I'm not even attacking him. Basically now stuck because I told him to continue playing without the values in the game. I think I want the gathering class to be gathering the tier 1 by default if it hasn't been gathering anything. So let's say you're a botanist and you're harvesting your tier 1 fiber, whatever it is. I think it's cotton. That, you know, you reach level 10, then you get the second tier. I'm just gonna say hemp because I don't remember what it is off the top of my head. So you're gathering hemp, and then you're done playing the botanist for now, and you switch back to adventurer or whatever you. When you switch back to botanist, I want you to continue picking hemp automatically, so you don't have to. So there's no delay, and basically you starting to get experience and start gathering. But when you first switch to the class the first time, you've not had anything in your archival of what you've harvested. So the first time is always going to be the tier 1 item just to start harvesting something on Switch, so you don't have to pick it. I think that's what I want to do. So yeah, cotton. I wanted to automatically start picking cotton. And if you were picking bamboo, harvesting bamboo or silkweed, when you switch back to the botanist class, it's going to automatically start picking that back up. To do that, we're gonna need the gathering state mode. Now, cat. Why you got so sharp claws, my dude? Because I'm so in theory I'm never supposed to be in an idle state when harvesting. I should always be harvesting. So we want to enter this condition. Okay, we want to enter in this condition if we're harvesting or idle. If we have something queued up, like somebody wants to change what they're harvesting, add it to the state machine and then we process it. Otherwise, we continue on harvesting. I think that's how I want to set that up. That type is harvesting. Say harvest item. Harvesting item. Keep it like that for now. So I need to get the timer. Let's work on that and thanks for pulling it out. So gathering state timer. things out. What do we do? We go into the state machine because the which is going to be activate the event in stack of payouts, right? So we're going to say signal start item. Activate the event start gathering last item. That's going to be the only time we're idle. So when we first switch idle, so yeah, I feel like that. Gathering state is idle. Start gathering last item. No. Because we're gonna have to go to the game manager to get that information to figure out what we want to start gathering. So gather item. Character data gathering last. So that's going to be the last known item. So is blank. So if we don't have anything, we want to start gathering tier 1. We do, then we pick I'm wondering symbol that one might be easier. No. And then I could actually set that up. Never be known. Let's do this. Since I know which classes, let me just that no, it's filtered. Proficient. Gather. Okay, so botanist. Since the gathering last item in botanist, we know botanist can only get fiber, so I can say gathering last equals fiber new 1. So I can assign it to always be tier 1 at the very beginning when it's instantiated. That way it should always have something to harvest. So first time harvesting would still be just a tier 1 item as default. I just need to do it for every class. Farmer is going to be a bit of a special case because I'm doing something different for the farmer than every other gathering class. The farmer's, in theory, going to be able to farm any item they want, so that's going to be a fun to program in later. Fisher is going to get new fish, tier 1. Save close, miner, trapper, miner, ore, trapper, bird, and woodcutter. A lot of that. I think for some simplicity purposes, I should also have our gathering secondary. And in the future, I could potentially change up what secondary item you are. Well, separating it out like this doesn't hard code the secondary item in place. Even though it's kind of hard coded as to which profession has which secondary, the farmer could potentially go for a different secondary and a different primary for resources. So I definitely want to break it out. For example, let's say I want my farmer to be getting logs, but as a secondary getting herbs. There's no reason he shouldn't be able to do that. Same can be kind of said for a botanist in a way that their secondary could be going after gold. I think I might make that as a global thing for everyone where they have the option instead of getting the secondary item to harvest money. As strange as that is, but sometimes people don't want to go after that secondary item. Cutters, items, leaf to make compost for farming. Geode with gems, which is going to be used for enchanting and jewel crafting. Herbs, which are going to be for potions. Okay, so we both have a primary and secondary in place now. Gather last item. Now that it's an item that we're just gonna have to. So should never be known, but hey. PETA, prefer initialization to assignment. Different kind of PETA most people think of. Different PETA. So I need to create an event signal. signal gathering state machine harvest vent. Alright, and so as I mentioned, we're gonna have a primary and secondary, so our secondary and type secondary item, and we'll just call this one primary item. Harvest event's gonna have our 2 items. Gathering state machine, we're going to do that. Go down here. Gather state machine emit. We want to create a new, so E corp. Oh, I don't. I don't know that I have a factory generator here. Event factories. I do, right here. But I don't call it E corp. I don't know why. Events. E-corp. My event factory. Okay. Generate harvest event. Cannot return value called generate because it returns void. Yes, I know. I need to flesh that out. Because I needed to make the harvesting event. It's now going to return a base event. Well, harvesting event, it's fine. And so return harvest. First item, second item, needed for that. Then I'm going to say harvest event new. Harvest event is going to need a primary and secondary item in order to instantiate it. So we're going to say first item, second item, and we're going to say that the first primary goes first, secondary goes second. So now, at least, yep, so to instantiate that, nope, wrong one. Event factor, here we go. To instantiate it, we need to do first and second. So I'm making those required in order to make it. Is there anything else I need for harvesting? I don't think so. So if I take gathering last, what's it? Gathering. Okay, then I need to go update all my gathering. That's bottomless. So, roundabout way of going about doing it. It works. Alright, so I need to emit the signal from the game manager to the game state. Okay, so gather state machine and connect it to the gather state machine. Gather ping state machine pick. I don't have an add. Gather state machine. Function add event stack the event harvesting event. We are going to do game. We're going to call it stack. Add to the stack. Event, push back event. Alright, we're going to take that, we're going to gathering state machine, add event to the stack. Alright. So now we have it gathering, sending the event here, timer comes through, alright, one shot on, wait time 5 seconds. So when it completes, I'm gonna have to always call it again. That should not be how I have that set up. I should always call. When it's done, timeout. Gathering state machine. Activate. Alright. For now, every 5 seconds, this should be activating the event on the stack. Okay. When the game starts, it needs to be paused. Actually, let's do this. Game manager. The best way for me to implement this is just start a class change on boot up. Basically, when the game starts, have the player change to whatever class. Well, technically, I need to be saving whatever class they were playing. Profession class. Keep interchanging those two. Profession. So there was right here. Change profession. And this is coming from what? Professions tab. Professions tab. Change. So let's go to professions tab real quick. Alright. I'm going to say function ready. Change to combat profession. I'm going to say adventure. Let's see if it crashes it. Yes, it does. It does not like that. Okay. I had a feeling. Because I was jumping. Putting the horse before. Okay. I don't want to do this. So. Really. I unfortunately don't know how to properly load a game for like a first time. How, like, when you boot up a game, right? It has a loading screen saying loading and whatnot. I don't understand exactly what they're doing except for setting up all the, they're instantiating and setting everything up in the background. But like, for me, mechanically, I don't know exactly everything that goes on there. So I'm kind of learning as I go. The way the game is right now, you boot up and you always start as the adventurer class, because I have it hard coded to be the adventurer. Because what I have it set up as in the account data. So yeah, you go here. This is everybody's, account info. I have this active combat stuff, which that's going to go way later because I'm only using current profession to determine. So yeah, right there I have current profession as adventurer. I plan to change this later, basically to a last selected class and go from there. But I might just force it to always be combat on mode because of the nuances with the triggers. Let's close all that. Back here. Go back here. Gather last known item. Gathering state. Start gathering last item. I need to admit that signal. Start gathering last item. Bam. Go to game manager. Gather last item. Connect. Okay. The way I have it set up right now. manager. Come here. Continue gathering timers. I'm going to say unique name. If pause we want to set pause as false. I can do that, see what happens. Quick. We're here, we step into, that is technically not paused. This, I don't want to start it on start. This one shot, auto start, call back, physics. So it isn't paused, but it isn't started. Not pause, we're gonna do L. Is stop. Start. I think that's how I want to do it. Play. Switch. Okay. This lets us determine if it's paused or started. To switch. Start the state machine. That's fine. We're gonna go here. It's gonna go. It'll take like 5 seconds. And then it's gonna start gathering. Yeah. I don't have anything on the stop yet. My concern is changing classes. It's going to change. So I need to send a signal to the gathering state machine anytime I change classes, so it knows to update back to idle every time I change class. That. Or I can set, that's even better. Okay, brain. So doing gather last one, change profession. Okay, botanist, farmer, fisher, mining, woodcutter. What are you mad about? Oh, it's right there, character. Hidden spaces. Okay. So from here, I'm gonna do this instead. Gather state machines together last. Alright, stop the game. We are going to disconnect that logic so it doesn't linger background, and then delete that. And then delete this, and then cross that out for right now. So state is just always going to be harvesting. I think there's no need to have an idle state, because now whenever I switch classes, I'm going to emit the harvesting event for whatever the last harvesting thing is. That's just going to be built into changing a profession. So we're going to change this to harvesting. So we're always going to be harvesting. And then the only time it's going to be interrupted is if we have a harvesting in a sense that's going to be our idle state. I don't need to reactivate the timer or timeout because I'm going to not have it for one shot. Change that to 1 second. And this is just a state machine. Now we need to actually set the gather. So we want another go. Gathering timer. Oh, we need one timer first. Timer. Harvest. So this is going to be our timer for harvesting resources. Timer. I don't know that I have all the information I need here in order to make the harvesting happen, because I need to know the modifiers for the class, so I need to send this to the game manager should probably have a gathering manager, honestly. I'll let the game manager switch between them. Ability manager, signals, variables. I'm just gonna look into that. So, gathering manager is gonna have to be the one that manages all of this. I still need to send it over to game management with the stuff that I need. Okay. Game manager also has the rules. So, I'm just gonna say function start here. External mode, and then I'm going to say here in the game manager, let's see. And that function. Item gathering manager here. Pretty much the logic train here. So start gathering item. Ignore harvest item. Events. Harvest events. Submit the event. Alright. Here we're now gonna connect harvest items to the game manager. And then we harvest new items. And then I still need to do that part, I know. That's basically changing the event. But for now, I'm just trying to get the auto starting of the turbine. Okay. Game manager, we're gonna hear, we got, okay, the gathering manager said, okay, we got a thing. Harvest event. Harvest theme event. I'm gonna say we're gonna pass in the harvest event here. Gathering, start here. Event. Okay. At this point, we got here. Yeah. What all happens when we start harvesting? That's what I need to now do. So, I'm going to move the account info as well, or the data. Don't need that. Need that. Close. Gathering. Game. We're gonna say character. There we go. And then we're gonna say character player data. Sure, that's what that is. player. Fine. Fine too. Okay. Account the current profession. Okay. Gathering profession. I need to basically the same thing I have here. I don't know why I clicked on that. I just need to go scripts, custom. Shrink that down later. I need the rules here. Rules. Show gathering dynamic display. Rules. Get ability cooldown timer. So like, I need to take this logic and transfer it over. Well, not that specifically, I guess, but here, this is the logic I was looking for. Copy. Close. Oh my gosh. Work with me here. Item, we don't need the name. We need the gathering multiplier, time, required level we don't need, but we do need the secondary chance. Okay. So if I say account rules. I think I do have rules here. Nope. Close. So we're going to be there. Character should be account. Rules. Okay. Account.data. Okay. Rules. That's how we access our rules. We're going to say get gathering multiplier. Get gathering multiplier. We need the tier and the modifier. Tier is going to come from the harvesting event dot primary dot here, and then as far as the second part, we're going to say account current professions get multiplier total value. So we have the total value there, and that gives us the gathering multiplier, so the gathering chance for gathering multiplier chance. Okay. That gives us our chance to get multiple items. So by default, I'm having you harvest one item, but you have like a 10% chance naturally to get two. More than one, I should say. So with this now says hey, get me my gathering multiplier chance for our primary item for this harvesting event. Which is then going to be used to determine on timeout, basically, what you get, what your yield's going to be, basically. Brain, work with me here. Alright, so that's the gathering multiplier, but now we need to get the timer. So we're going to say var timer seconds. It's going to be a float. This is going to be a float as well. It's not capital F. Okay. And then we're also going to have var secondary chance float. Okay. So count rules get base raw item. Does it have to be a raw item? I guess it doesn't matter because harvesting is okay. No, that's fine. Raw items is all you gotta get from harvesting, so I'm over that. Fine. Okay. We once again need the tier. So harvest event primary tier, and we need the modifier, which is going to be the same thing as before. Get the swiftness modifier or the swiftness value. Account. Copy paste. Why is it not getting mad at me? Let's see if it gets mad now. Yeah, that's what I thought. Count is not in current scope. Yeah, I know. It's because it's in lowercase. That's what I was confused about, why I wasn't getting mad at me for that. Okay. Now we're going to say account rules get secondary item chance. We need the harvest event, primary tier, and then we need to get the modifier, which is going to be account current profession together in total. We just copy this over. Paste. Alright. Now we've got our data. Watermelon. Give me 30 seconds. Okay. We've got our data, we can start harvesting now. I need to remove. So I need to start the timer, and then when the timer completes, I need to get this information. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Is if I'm gonna attach, detach signals every single time, I think that's gonna be excessive if I keep on attaching and detaching. But I definitely gonna need to control the signal here for start to stop. Timer, harvesting. Not drop no content. What do you mean? What? Cannot drop nodes because it's not parent node. Oh. Then node. Yeah, okay. Today I learned. Okay, timer, we're gonna say, we don't want to say start, we want to set the wait time equal to timer seconds. And then we want to start it. Start. That way it's always going to be at that value. Now, I need to do a time out function harvest out. Okay, so when the timer times out, let's say gathering manager. This timeout connect. It times out. But our variable's over there, so we are going to need to set them in the scope of this. But what if they change? Fun. I think I'll, well, I can emit the signal to change it. Game manager, come here. function update harvest values void so I think we can go back to the game manager after every harvest and say, hey, check if there's any new values to update our stuff with, because I don't want it to go while the timer's going. So let's say I'm in the middle of a swing harvesting my logs, what have you. I don't want it to update or change those values during that time. However, when my timer completes and I start my next swing, I'm fine with updating my values to the new thing. If that makes sense. So we're going to go to the gathering here. We're going to say function update harvest values void, and we're going to do this. Bam. I'm going to take this actually. I'm going to say var gather. Let's see this. This will be easier to do it this way. Copy, paste. We'll use those exact same variables. It's going to prefer initialization to assignment. We're going to say the timer's 10, just to get started. These are all default values. Ideally, you'd want to update them because these base values are ass. Alright. Okay. Which means I need to get rid of the vars here because I'm updating them for starting. I need to rename that here. End of statement found. Huh? Oh. I'm calling them floats. Guess they know the floats. Okay. Instead of duplicating logic, we're going to carry this over to update harvest values here. And then I'm going to call update harvest values here. We're going to need the account player. Move that there. And that should resolve that. It's also going to resolve the other one. Harvest event is not in current scope. That's a valid point. Var current event. Harvesting event. Harvesting event new. It's going to need a primary and secondary. I'm going to say org new for 1, and we're going to say geode new 1. So the game state will have that. And then it's going to make the current event first, because if we do it after the function call, it's going to use the wrong values. Alright. Bam. So we come here, we start, we save our event that we're doing. We update our values, we start our timer. Function start. Oh. Yeah. Start our timer. Void. It's going to be a private function. We'll still start with an underscore. we're gonna say it's right there. That's it. Start our timer. Bam. Okay. So instead of calling it start here, I'm gonna say set up harvesting interaction. We have the game manager. Game roles, close. Player manager, close. State machine can close for now. We're going to say update harvest values. That's going to go here. It's not going to have a harvest event. Save. So I'm going to have to send out a signal. So game manager, GM. Need to admit that. Right, so I need to connect that logic before I forget. Gathering manager, game manager, update harvest values, connect. I'm going to say update harvest values. Okay. So we're basically doing the exact same thing as harvesting interaction. We're updating it, and we're going to start a timer after we get our new values. But now we need to actually harvest our item. And process right, okay, I could do that. Signal and loot item. Alright, when the time's out, we are going to loot an item. So we're going to trigger a loot. Oh my god. That's actually not an item. It's item event. Okay. Event. Root event. So we're going to trigger a loot event every time we complete our timer. So now we're going to have to get E-Corp involved. Far E. Or close. Student. Factory. Student. Factory new. Part. Internet. Alright. Loot. Event. Alright, it's fine to use the old magic find value because that's when we completed the harvest before we get the new values. This is fine. Though I need to look at generate and I need to see why it matters. I think I'm going to generate say function generate harvest. Nope, I want to return base event. And we are going to say var loot new and return. The rarity is not going to matter because it does not affect this. Anyway, 1 minute. Alright, here it is. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Okay, we were creating an event factory event for generating harvest. Okay. How does magic find? Rather, how should magic find? I was gonna have like a quarter magic find effect. Okay, so I don't need magic. Well, I didn't need magic find. I'll cross that bridge here in a minute. I don't need it for generating a loot event, though. Glad it reminded me of it. Symbol, we're gonna say init void root equals yeah, that name's freaking. I can't do multiple constructors, huh? Okay. I'm gonna have to separate them, which is fine. I just thought, I don't know. I'm familiar with my C++ programming language where I can have multiple constructors. So it's fine to have same name functions as long as they have different variables you're passing it. Anyways, it's neither here nor now, so I'm going to have to say the item, I keep calling it loot, but it's just item, say loot, not lost, loot, set the loot to the item, loot and word message. Harvest. You harvested. That is part of it. So the item count well, let's just say this. You harvested the item name. So cotton fiber space the item type plus the item. Alright, you harvested cotton fiber times 1. Name without count, the number, so I can get back to the screen. That's what it's not about. Okay, that's the reward message for harvesting. That should be good for that. However, that gets me thinking, this is not going to work. I mean, it is, but it isn't. What I need to do is say... var RNG is random number generator equals random number generator dot new. So we want the new random number generator. RNG gods. Let's say var roll equals RNG random integer or modulus hit by 100 because it's our 100% chance. So it gives us 0 to 100. 0 to 100. Yep, okay. And we're going to say if our gathering multiplier chance is greater than or equal to the roll, we are going to get a proc. So it is possible to get over 100%. I'm just trying to think, or is it going to be possible? Do I want to let people? So I was thinking of capping it out at 75% for a 75% chance to get an additional item. However, we can make it go, let's say 300%. So if we get a 300% multiplier, the 100% will be chance to gain 2, 200% would be chance for 3, 300% would be chance for 4. Or I can do a 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 4. 1, 3, 6. At the end of the day, I want to make it fun for the user, right? So it's going to be a lot more entertaining, fun if you get it. There is such thing as economy. Yeah, okay. Probably just 1, 2, and 3 then. So if you have okay. I don't think you can actually get over 200% right now with how I have it. So logistically, how do I want to do this? So let's get back. Let's assume it's 125 for right now. So we're going to say gathering multiplier chance modulus 100. That doesn't work either. Well, it'll give me the remainder percentage, right? And then I can go off that. But I need to know what... Well, that's fine, because then I can subtract it. Okay, yep. I want to do modulus 100. So we're going to say var double digits equals this. Those are going to be our double digits. So if I have 125% chance, it's going to leave me with 25. So I'm going to then say var triple digits. And this is going to be gathering multiplier chance minus the double digit. Right? Okay. So like I said, if I have 125%, I do this, this gives me my 25%. I do this, it gives me my 100%. So triple digits I'm guaranteed to get. So, oh, this is going to be 100. And then we're going to... Nope, I can't do that right there. Alright. If triple digits are greater than 0, okay, triple digits equals triple digits divided by 100. This gives us our multiplier number plus 1. Alright, so I said 125%. If it's greater than 0, then we want to take our 100 and divide it by 100. That gives us 1. So we'll have a multiplier of 1, but 1 times 1, that's not 100% multiplier. Yeah, okay, so we need to make it 2, so this is going to give us 2. So this is guaranteed. So triple digits is now our... what I need to multiply it by. So if it is 0, though, we don't want to multiply it by 0. So we do want to add a plus 1 to it. Oh, so yeah, that's not hard. Else, triple digits equals 1. Okay, so now we'll never multiply by 0. So we now need to do the double digit roll. So if the double digit roll is greater than or equal than the roll, we wanted... Okay, so I've got 25% chance, right? I roll, I need it to be 25 or lower, which means it needs to be greater than the roll. Period. Equal is fine. Meets beats is the saying I like to use. Invalid operation float meant for... That's a good point. Float conversion. Well, gathering multiplier chance should always be an integer to my timer. Second. Okay. There should be an int. And so this. You know, well, the time I can do magic button. Okay, that's our item multiplier. If we make the roll, so instead of calling it, I'm going to call it item mul. Plus 1. Okay, if we make the roll, then we get an additional item. Bam. With that, so I don't need to do this. So double digits. We'll do this. Saves up on a variable, memory. Okay. Now that gives us our item multiplier. need that anymore. Pen factory item. Item count. Int. Item amount. And then I'm going to say the item / count equals the item amount. Here. We want the item, so this is going to be current event dot primary. It's a primary item, and then our count will be item mul. Okay. Now that just takes care of the primary item. Now we need to do the secondary item to see if we can get that and then multiply it as well. The question is, do I roll a new multiplier or do I keep... So that makes the most sense to me. I can push the talk button. I don't know if it was done for what I said. So, in case it didn't come through, I'm basically not going to re-roll the multiplier for the secondary. All I'm doing is rolling the secondary item to see if I get it or not. If secondary chance is greater than the roll, we get it. Secondary. I'm going to keep the item multiplier the same. Alright, so guaranteed the first one. Second one is rolled out. Good. Where did my harvest getting? Why did I close the other one? Oh, it's right here. Okay. Set up harvesting. Magic find. Okay, so think I want to use 25% of the magic find to try and get secondary item. So like, if we look at the debugging program right now, we'll use the 18.3%, right? So we say 18.3 times that by 0.25, that will give me a 4.5% chance. That really just gives me a 5% chance, right? Because it's only if it's the decimal point only cares if it's, well, that's funny now I think about it. So yeah, a decimal point, it's basically going to round up because I said if it's greater than the roll. And the roll is an integer. The integer is never going to have decimal points. So if it's a 4.000001, it's still 5%. It's going to round up. So this is going to be in the player's favor, which is fine. I want to make games for fun and not make, I'm not out to punish players. So this would be a 5% increase to a secondary chance. The secondary chance by default is 25. So this would give it a base. So yeah, assuming the magic find from the debugging client is what's being used, this would make it a 30% chance without any abilities or anything, other modifiers included. I didn't want to use straight magic find because like 25% chance, okay, so 25 plus 18.3, that already puts us at a 50% chance. And the character's not even close to end game on that character, right? He's only level 23. And it's been playing for maybe a day or two. So 25%, like I'm gonna have to do a lot of number rebalancing at some point, but 25% seems the most reasonable to me. I shouldn't need to put that in brackets, but I honestly don't know the order of operations is always correct between program systems, so I always put it in for safety net. So I know what the order of operations is for certain. Okay, so that's why I want magic finds, because I was going to include it for the secondary chance and nothing else. Not the multiplier, just the secondary chance. And I don't need to pass in the magic find here because that's part of the account. Once again, I don't need to pass there either because it's part of the account. So I'm going to say account slash magic, no, data magic. Magic find. Thank you. Okay, so that sets up magic find value there. Invalid access to property key, current profession-based node type player. What is the current, where is it at? Current profession. Minor. Okay, I am a minor. Why can I not? Invalid access to property key, current profession on base object type, node player. Why? Why can't I access the current profession here? Invalid access to property node player. the browser. Oh, yeah. State machine code. Woo! Variable name and class name are the same. I mean, I'll try this. I don't know if it's gonna fix it, but let's see. Where am I trying to get it from? I'm trying to get it from in here, which I'm trying to get here. Which is, I'm trying to get it here. So the gathering state machine is harvesting the event. It's sending it to the game manager. The game manager is then passing it to the why won't it like that? Like, I do the same shenanigans in the ability manager, right? So ability, I get the player here. Do something in the combat manager. Why? Harvest bars? New accounts? Invalid access to property or key. I mean, oh, okay. Yeah, it's not wrong. I'm being inverted. So I'm missing a dot data in there. Invalid call, non-existent function, update harvest values in base node. Gathering manager. Update the harvesting. I changed that. Yep. We'll go back here, switch to miner. Change your profession to miner. So exciting. That doesn't seem like it's doing anything. Okay. Oh, Hey. It probably is. I just don't have the earn loot connected. Gathering manager. Yeah, earn loot. That's going to be attached to game manager. Where I earn the rewards. Connect. Now play. Now I'll get my loot. Minor. I'm not earning experience yet, which is the next step, but gather you harvested 1 cotton fiber. Nice. Sager. So, yay, I am mining cotton right now. Fuck is happening for me to mine cotton? Oh, great. What's broken where? At least it's harvesting. And it's harvesting correctly, it looks like. Oh, well, I think that just made my day. Oh. I don't know how or why, but I'm mining cotton now. Jesus. This game is so unrealistic on install. Okay. So miner. I want to take a look at my miner class. Do I have it set up? Okay, so it is ore and geode there. I'll give it that. Gathering, harvest, set up harvest events. So I'm going to go to my gathering state manager. I'm going to say, yep, and we're going to start. I'm going to take a look at the event that it gives me. Mining. Now the event, take one more step. The event is a harvesting. The primary is cotton. Primary is cotton, huh? Secondary is sage. So the event that's getting passed along is the wrong item. Gathering stat Q. With the bunk. Oh, because I have it as active gathering profession and not the current. That's my problem. So I need to change that to current. Current profession. I have this active gathering profession there, so the intelligent autofill will work for me, because if I tell it to do current profession, since I have it hard coded to be a combat class, it's only going to give me the combat variables. So now, if I go to mining, this should work correctly. I trust you. Copper ore! Copper ore! Yeah, okay. That's working right now. Wah, wah. Invalid access to key or container. Raw inventory. Or container? Where am I at? I'm in the game rules. Huh? Okay. Why? Invalid access property key or. Why can't I access name? So we go to raw inventory or container, right? Do we not start at 0? Okay. Name, it's copper. Why is this suddenly a problem? Item name is raw template or container 0 tier 0 0 name. Why is that a problem all of a sudden? Okay, botanist. Botanist works. Fisher. Fishing works. Woodcutter. Woodcutter works. Trapper. Ah, trapper works. Miner. Miner hates me. Botanist. Yeah, it goes here. Okay, it got the item name. Bam, item name, cotton. That worked as expected. So or container. This looks fine. Yeah, there's a breakpoint there. What happens if we go? Oh, and we got an error. What's the freaking error? It worked, and then it doesn't. Type or tier 1. Type or tier 1. Are you freaking serious? Are you mad because something else is named ore container? Please tell me that's not the case. All right. Something's... What? Toggle dynamic activate. So we sent the signal to look at the dynamic stuff. We update the UI, send the character data. We get the, okay, we show gather, reminder, or name container. This is something I might need to step away and take a break, figure the freak out. Raw inventory. Do I have anywhere else? I'm just gonna call it TRT. Humor me this. Freaking naming convention. Just like Godot. Anybody else gonna complain? Botanist. Oh. Okay, that makes sense. Recon. Oops. Yeah, farmer's not set up yet, so let's not switch farmer. Hey, sure. Fish works. Trapper. Trapper works. Miner. Stop. This makes no sense. I think I'm gonna take a break and come back later. That said, I've been streaming for 3 hours and I think I want to stop streaming as well. Ooh. Okay. Thanks for hanging out, y'all. I am going to end it here. I'm not sure what to think of this bug right now. I think I need to make a function call inside of that anyways to get the item name instead of calling the container directly, because calling the container directly like that is obviously going to cause problems at some point or another. So I might refine that in the background just to see if that fixes it. Anyways, thanks again for hanging out, and we'll see y'all later.